Hey guys, this is going to be part 2 of the Cyber Neo aim guide. I'm going to go over the Cyber Polar today and its features and how to adjust it and what it does. So, navigate to Cyber Polar, select X, and there'll be type, angle, radius. The type, regular. Basically, when you choose this setting right here, regular, what happens is it only uses the max angle number and the max radius number. So whatever numbers you guys adjust that to, that's what regular is going to use constantly. So how mine is 24 on the max, so it's going to use 24 constantly. Radius is 13, so it's going to use 13 constantly. That's basically how regular works. Now, random angle. Now this setting works right here. Basically, on the angle, it uses the max number and the min number, and then only the max number of the radius. So how mine is 13, it'll use that. And then on the angle 2416, it'll use both of those. It'll fluctuate constantly between those two. And then stay at 13 on the radius, basically. Now, random radius is the exact opposite of random angle. So, basically, it's just going to use the max value of the angle, which I have 24. And then the radius, it's going to fluctuate between 13 and 8, which is what I have here. It's going to fluctuate between the two constantly. Now, Stochastic, which is my favorite, it's the one I mainly use. It fluctuates between the max and the min of the angle. Well, I have mine 2416, it'll go through that constantly back and forth. Radius 13.8, it'll go through that constantly back and forth through the max and the min on both. That's what Stochastic does. It'll go through both on the angle and the radius. So pretty much the game modes I would use this on regular would be Warzone and Cold War a little bit, mainly zombies, or multiplayer a little bit. I've tried it out on that, it worked okay. Random angle, multiplayer, I don't think I've tried it on Cold War yet, so I couldn't tell you exactly. Now random radius, I've tried this on Warzone and multiplayer and zombies. It works really good for close quarter combat, you know. These two settings, they're really more of a run and gun type stuff here. Regular, that's more of a person that's gonna camp around. Stochastic, it's kind of run and gun all around player, so that's why I stick with that, because you never know how you're gonna be playing. And let's see. Yeah, Stochastic really to me is just the best, guys. That's what I mess with. Now, the angle. This right here controls the flow of your gun. So when you're shooting it, it'll make it like go up or down a little bit. Kind of like the anti-recoil. It's kind of weird. But anyway, I wouldn't go too high with these numbers because it'll make your gun shoot really high up in the air when you go to shoot at the target and just throw your aim all off. So you need these numbers to be on point if you're going to be using Stochastic, because if it's not, it'll throw your aim all off really bad. Now, radius. This right here is where you get all your screen shake that people are asking me about. How come I got screen shake? How do I lower it? Things like that. This is where it's at. The higher you change these numbers, the more screen shake you're going to get. So I recommend not pitting them really high if you don't like a lot of screen shake. You'll still get aim assist. You don't need it way up here unless you just like it up there at that point in time. I've found that running it around this range seems to be pretty good for me. On the screen shake's not too bad. I mean, 16, you start getting up here, it gets really bad. but 13.8 is not too bad. That's pretty much it to adjusting the cyber polar though, guys. And see, I'm in a private match right now. If you notice, I turn that radius up and aim and start looking, you see how the screen starts shaking quite a bit. And if we go back down, you get less of it. You know what I'm saying? It's nowhere near as bad. So I prefer a little bit lower most of the time, so it can be smooth, especially when you're walking like this. That's pretty much it though to adjusting that. I'll bring the video over the DNC wave and the DNC scan tomorrow, and explaining how I adjust both of these. That's pretty much it, guys. Have a good day. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to hit that like button.